Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Shri Gauravanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Dandava Pranams Maharaj. We are so happy because we feel the beautiful feeling that they have in their hearts, having you there, Maharaj. They are so joyful.
Well, I agree with everything you said if you just cut the bit of having you there part out. Because we feel the beauty in their hearts. And first, I wonder where you, oh, don't tell me, you're in the Gambira in Puri.
Yes, Maharaj, absolutely, yes.
Okay, Gambira in Puri. Hare Krishna. Now, our devotees here. Who's been to Puri out of all of you? Nobody. Praneshwari Devi, none been to Puri.
Now we are in Puri.
Now we are in Puri. And Gambira is the place where Mahaprabhu stayed. This is Mahaprabhu's place. And you're not allowed to actually take photos at the exact place. So this is just this side.
Yes, this is only when we are going out.
Yep.
But inside is impossible to take photos. But the feeling, Maharaj, the feeling in our hearts when you get close to the actual Gambira, it's overwhelming. It's so beautiful, so pristine, so clear, so special. Such an honor to be able to be there. Everyone has to go to India. So all those who are sitting down, you had to get together and convince Madhusudan Maharaj to take you to India very soon.
Well, seeing as Praneshwari Devirasi knows so much about Puri and the atmosphere and everything, I think she's a good person to lead them.
Maharaj, you have to take us.
Hare Krishna. Let's see what will be in the future. I'm not expecting to be in Brazil, and here I am. So who knows what will be. Yes, Marianne, Hare Krishna, Govinda, Govinda. And Leela Shakti Didi, Hare Krishna. Here also in Brazil, just nearby. And Sevarupa Devirasi, South Africa. And I always think, even now I'm thinking, yes, she's on the same time as here, but she's not. It's early in the morning. And Rupanuga Prabhu, Dandavar Prabhu Rupanuga, in Australia, in your car, just see. And Dana K, have you got your passport? Yes. Just put a yes or no in the pass, or you can speak also. We're waiting you to get ready to set sail. You're working on it, okay?
Almost got it.
All right, so you're getting ready to set sail, and let's see where your destination will be. But wonderful, I'm happy to hear you almost got it, Jai. And I saw somewhere, yes, Paramananda Prabhu is dancing on our screen. He's jumped to a different spot. Paramananda Prabhu, we saw you, Praneshwari Devirasi, in Paramananda Prabhu, quite by surprise while having our evening prasadam at just after an evening program. So I'm here in Brazil, Sao Paulo, but we are not feeling whether it is Brazil or anywhere else. We're here with the family of devotees, and we've got how many behind us? Quite a few, 6 or 7, 6, plus me, 7, plus Leela Shakti Devirasi, 8. So we've got Brazil covered here. We've got Japan covered. We've got USA, South Africa, and we've got Australia, Florida ×2, because Praneshwari and Dana. And let's see, others may join us on Facebook is running too. I don't have Facebook on, but I could have. And those who will see us in the future, we've got also your association. So first of all, obeisances to each other first, and then we'll chant Vandeham. But we've come together, we do feel we want to first give obeisances. Bancha kalpat rubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sarvetam Savarutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitanscha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurataje Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. And Sevarup has put a chat in the box. Dandavat pranams. Dear devotees, please accept my obeisances. Okay, to the dear devotees. Hare Krishna. All right, well.
I prefer sweet Gurudev Maharaj.
Okay, I don't have my glasses on.
I know.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda. Okay. So we've come together. So Praneshwari Devi Rasi, you are the host. What are you going to do with us all today?
Well, Maharaj, I would like to ask those beautiful souls behind you about your visit, what they have learned, what they have been realizing with this wonderful opportunity that they have right now.
Okay, as long as they don't mention about me, but about other things, then I give permission for you to ask or for them to answer. I don't have to give permission for you to ask, that's your right, but for them to answer. Anyway, we have a seat right here, ready for, they're all prepared, they know they've got to say something to be contributors.
Let's invite Gaurnataraj first.
Okay, Gauranga. So come near, otherwise the microphone won't hear you, or the devotees won't hear you. And in the meantime, I'll turn on my Facebook so we can see who's there. Now, Gaurnath, be good, okay?
Yeah, Dhanavad pranams to all. And I only thinking about the ecstasies and feeling good because the bless of the presence of Maharaj here is the presence of the divine blessings of Gurudev for all the Brazilian devotees and all of the friends we invited to stay with Maharaj all the time, and we stay occupied and in service, and this is a real spiritual life. I think all the devotees stay very happy and very realized with the opportunity to serve Madhusudan Maharaj and stay in association. This is a very, very, very special time, and I think it's the real life. This is a realization of a big desire and stay association of so big heart and sweetness of Madhusudan Maharaj. Is every moment is a bless, every moment, every word is a singing, every step is like a dancing, like this.
That's beautiful.
So am I meant to stay quiet through all of this?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. This is a shower of affection.
I am the excuse for so many devotees to come together. And with them coming together, then we have all of this shower of every word is a song, every step is a dance.
Yes, Maharaj. And
And
I see Vrindavaneshwari there.
you do.
And Anu Krishna.
And you
So-
can't see Leela Moy because he's
Lilla Moy, yes,
maybe purpose.
he's speaking. So
I think he's
Vrindavaneshwari,
purposely hiding behind me.
Vrindavaneshwari, come forward, come forward.
Who?
Vrindavaneshwari.
Vrindavaneshwari. Okay, come forward, come forward. Very good.
I'm very obey.
What have you learned? This is the question.
Yes, I think that knowing person, my Gurudev, is something that I cannot put in words because it's in the clouds. I think with confirming days are passing by, I'm gonna try to do this, the real download, because I feel like it is not happening sometimes. But this opportunity brings me something new, also with the devotees. Of course, we are going together more than in my normal common life. And I knew in person very devotees that lives in São Paulo I could never see. It's something unusual, really material, but that happens. We get anxious and concerned, is everything okay? The food, prashadam, the flowers. And I'm trying to do all the yoga I know, to feel every second I'm living here, and at the same time trying to do things going in the right way. And Krishna commands everything. Sometimes we are getting crazy. Oh my God, it's going to the breakfast. It's okay, and everything's going to flow. And I'm aprendendo, learning. I'm learning with even with those common and material things that Krishna provides everything, every day, every second. Because of the grace of his person in here.
No.
Yes.
No.
And Praneshwari, I remember you, sometimes I heard you telling that when we get together with the devotees, something happens. And I'm feeling this something now. Even if you said something, even if you don't know, if you don't want, something happens.
So very nice to hear from you. So good. Anu Krishna, Devidasi.
Hello everyone. Dandavad.
Dandavad.
Nice to be here with you all. And well, what can I say? The last time I was here side by side with Gurudev was almost 1 year ago, and I was thinking about it because I've been asked the same question 1 year ago, and I was here sitting side by side thinking about what a great honor I have to be here, this causeless mercy to be here. And by that time I answered that I've learned that love is incomplete, and now I'm feeling my heart so complete. By that time I've learned that yes, we have love and separation. And I've been separated from my Gurudev since the moment I've met him, because I've met him online, and that was the first time that I was side by side. And I've learned how to live with the separation. But I feel my heart full all the time with these newcomers here. They are here, and they just arrived, and they fill my heart with love. And it's just to be here with them, and this the most experienced devotees here in Brazil that live here in São Paulo. It's great to be here with them also. And I remember Mohanananda Prabhu, and he said that I was receiving one drop of a great knowledge and great association, and I would have to go back to Brazil and spread this. And I answered, I didn't receive just one drop. I am completely soaked because this is a great association with great devotees, and I cannot understand what is happening. I just feel so grateful. And every time that I'm here with you, I remember, why am I doing? And especially today I was cooking here to Gurudev, and I was thinking, I'm so honored to be here, and I'm so happy that he's happy, and I feel like everything is working out because he is here. And I'm really grateful, Gurudev. Thank you very much. I know it's hard for you to travel and to deal with all, because we are such a mess. The Brazilian devotees are a mess. we have the best teacher, the best association. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
It's not hard for me to travel, and it's not hard for me to deal with the Brazilian devotees. They're just making up stories.
It's an ocean, Anu Krishna, an ocean of mercy that descended on you. And Leelamoy Prabhu, please come forward.
You see, the devotees try to hide, but here we are, Leelamoy Prabhu. And he's been doing so much.
It's really hard to say something. I really cannot express with words what I am feeling, what everything's happening here. One thing that I can mention that yesterday, or I don't know, some days ago or yesterday, we went to the old house of the Tapasi Maharaj, Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu, and this is a really special place that this and see her his wife and all her devotion, and even after the disappearance of Tapasi Maharaj, Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu, she's staying at the house and continue the service. And this is so inspirational for us here, because there was it was a place that that the Krishna consciousness spread here in Brazil. I don't know if that's the word, but and just and hearing all the stories, all those pastimes, and to be the grace to stay there for a bit with Gurudev, and it was the double of grace. And yes, and one thing that I can say too is sorry, Gurudev, but this is the Keshavananda Prabhu was saying in the last week in our Zoom program here in Brazil, that Gurudev brings the purest message of Srila Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Govinda Maharaj, and we are here to
Hare Krishna.
To receive it. You are receiving all that.
Yes.
Right into
I don't
your
know,
heart.
I really don't deserve all of this, but I really even cannot understand how great is this, how profound. And yes.
Dandavats, dandavats. And behind you, those beautiful guests.
So
Can
this
you
is
come forward?
Chris and Emerson. This is Chris.
Jai. So very welcome.
Speak a little loud.
Dandavats all.
Dandavats.
Vou falar em português.
No, perfect.
Eu acho que eu não tenho assim como expressar, na verdade, ter chegado nesse caminho. É isso que eu tenho, sabe, assim, para dizer. Eu acho que eu sinto que eu busco isso a minha vida inteira e estar aqui é simplesmente incrível.
She said that she feels like she cannot express how did she come here, and she said that she felt like she has been looking for it for her whole life.
Yes.
And she has found it.
Yes. Eu me sinto assim extremamente grata. Acho que eu nunca estive tão grata na minha vida, independente de tudo que possa estar acontecendo na vida, de estar nesse caminho. É tipo só gratidão que eu tenho a expressar. Eu vou receber a iniciação na próxima semana e eu não poderia estar mais feliz com isso.
Yeah.
She said that she's feeling very, very grateful. She said like she never felt that grateful before. And she is having her initiation next week here with Madhusudha Maharaj.
And she has a beautiful tilak on her forehead and obviously in her heart. So very welcome.
Thank you.
So beautiful. And come forward, please.
Emerson,
Welcome.
please give him some mercy, Praneshwari.
He has it.
We gathered.
He has mercy on his left side. Personified.
Leela Maipru is giving him mercy.
Also, I cannot explain how thankful I feel about everything that's occurring. Especially today, I could feel the emotion of singing the names of the Lord with all the devotees along with me, and it was simple transcendental. Like the energy, it was never like I felt anything like that before. It really touched my heart, and I'm really glad to be here and participate in this path to like they're pursuing that. Like my wife told my entire life, and now I found it. It's just that I have no more to say. It's just like I feel that it's it. That's it. Something that I'm really thankful for all that. Thanks.
And we are so thankful because we have your association now. It's so very important, and it's a blissful occasion. So nice to have met you.
Now, what about the other part of your question? Emerson, stay one moment. What did you learn today?
Well, I learned today that being with all the devotees, it's something that's really incredible. It's something that you cannot explain the energy that generates with, when you believe that happens, it really happens. So I think that it's the associations with Matsudan being around here, it's incredible. That's the thing that I learned today. And well, that's it.
Did you learn anything in the talks?
Yeah, I learned a lot of things in the talks. And,
okay, good.
we had a lot of talks today with Matsuda. The word is spread with people that we visited today, the places, and I learned a lot.
And Maharaj, he's got the gist, because Sādhu-saṅga is the most important thing. And that's what he feels. Sādhu-saṅga, the association with the devotees, is beautiful and is blissful. So very nice.
Okay, Praneshwari, I obviously have to take over being the MC here. And that is, this is not about me, except I'm the excuse that devotees have come together. And I hope that they can all confirm. We're showing them Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, Srila Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and always trying to show here we've got this like perfect time. In fact, Today, didn't we say, except I got the wrong date, it's the 5th. Yeah, I told them the 4th of August 2023 is the best time ever for Krishna consciousness. And then we explained that to them, but it should have been the 5th because it was today. Anyhow, the best for Krishna consciousness. And you've all heard why. Because we've got this first wave of current of Krishna consciousness that's come all over the world in its mature way, where we've been looked after all the time, from the introduction in 1965 at the earliest, all the way through to 2010. And this wave, it's all intact, it's all there, all the recordings, the books, everything is in place, the devotees, those who had association. And really, in the history, when we look back, we'll think, wow, what a super time it would have been back then, when we read the books in the year 2523 instead of 2023. We'll be looking back and thinking, well, those must have been very fortunate people to have been involved in that initial wave that came from Navadip, that came from India, that came from Guru Maharaj, Gurudev Srila Prabhupada. So it is a fortunate time, not only the 4th of August, but also the 5th of August. And also, some of you are on the 6th of August, yes. Hare Krishna. And by the way, it was really very special to go to Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu's home. His wife, Govinda Mohini Devi Rasi, and she's not only an angel, but she's a devotee, just going on so nicely. And we had a program there, and I didn't even know it was there, the temple on the top of, you go upstairs, and then like ship's staircase went upstairs, and there was a beautiful circular temple, nicely looked after, with the mat deities, a picture of the mat deities. And we did a wonderful program there, and remembered the seva of Bhuvana Mohan Prabhu and of Govinda Nandini Devi Rasi. And of course, for most of the devotees, we were quite a lot of devotees went there. I think 3 cars or even 4 cars of devotees went, and invited by Govinda Mohini Devi Rasi. And most of them, or many of them, didn't know so much about the history of the Krishna consciousness in Brazil, and how Bhuvana Mohan Prabhu, he was a key figure in bringing the first wave, means Srila Prabhupada's mission, ISKCON, into Brazil, and then coming to Guru Maharaj's lotus feet and Gurudev's lotus feet, bringing Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Mat to Brazil. And everybody here and everybody who met him, and we know him from India. I never met him in Brazil, but of course in India. But everybody here, they all felt that he was like their affectionate father. And Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu, and he's he's an affectionate father, but he did the translation work. Most or all the books in Portuguese here have come from him, and many things. And we sort of discussed this in the program, and devotees could get to hear and learn something of the history, rather than just thinking, oh, it started today, if you like. So in the presence of Govinda Mohini Devi Rasi, and she was obviously very pleased. So many devotees came, and well, I don't know, a lot of devotees having prasadam, and she cooked it all, right? Or did you all help?
It was she. Yeah.
She cooked the whole prasadam for a lot of devotees, and wonderful. And meeting the family, and some of our devotees have become bigger devotees. I won't mention any names, but now we've got some big devotees, or bigger devotees. They get bigger in the future. Hare Krishna. As Gurudev would say, healthy. Don't go quoting me. None, it's not none of them here. Okay, don't get me into trouble. We'll change the subject to something else. Hare Krishna. But good to see the family, and not only see the family, we're continuing. We've come first here to Sao Paulo, but also receiving the messages, receiving calls and things from devotees around Brazil, and happily feeling that, as I said, I'm an excuse for devotees to reconnect and come together. And already we've reconnected with devotees who said, oh, we haven't seen them for years. They've popped up. So we feel Gurudev will be pleased with this. And we not only feel it, we know he's pleased when the devotees come together. And today we are chanting Krishna now, well, actually in different places, but our last program where Praneshwari and Paramananda Prabhu joined us for prasadam. Good Hindus, both of you. You came to prasadam. That program, we were chanting, and really, everybody was chanting. The guests, the people who came to, the public, those guests who come to listen. I looked, because, I do tend to look around, and everybody was chanting. And it was really not Brazil. It was just what we're meant to be doing, the Yuga Dharma. We're meant to be chanting Hare Krishna. And actually after that, I mentioned to the devotees about Chaitanya Charitamrita, and to all the people about, such a sweet book. Okay, we've just been chanting Hare Krishna. Everyone's so happy. And there's a book all about chanting Hare Krishna, the Chaitanya Charitamrita, which may be, a little difficult to get started in there, but once a little bit started, then everybody who reads Chaitanya Charitamrita knows it's a book of love of God through Harinam Sankirtan. And really it is a wonderful book. So we were reminded of Chaitanya Charitamrita by the chanting this evening, which I think is a good sign. Hare Krishna. Dandi Maharaj joined us quietly while we're chatting away. And others joined us too. Suresh Krishna Guru, Radha Sundari Devirasi, Narottam Nittai Prabhu. After quite a while, we're meeting you happily. Ajita Krishna Guru regularly with us from USA. And Olya, I can send you a message, but Olya, yes, I'll send you a message rather than in public, but all is good news. And we'll be in touch soon. And Lynn, good, Lynn is with us. And Narayani Nadi, no, from Narottam Nittai, my Dandavat, sending Dandavats to us all. And I did see Narayani Nadia somewhere.
Yes, she's there, she's there. And Maharaj, I wonder if Lila Shakti can say a few words. Maybe she's already with Bella and the lights are off or something.
Well, quite likely it's 11:30 at night. Yeah, probably. Anyway, she can open if.
Yes.
But we're all waiting to hear, because we had an introduction earlier on to Paramananda Prabhu, who joined us for Prasada. So we would like to hear something from Paramananda Prabhu, who is probably still in Japan. Or are you back in Thailand? I'm not sure, but wherever you are, you're with us.
I'm back, Maharaj. I don't know where I am, actually. I'm quite confused these days. Praneshwari said I'm back home. I'm saying, well, I'm not quite sure where the home is. But we heard about home comfort. And then Lila Moy today, we're just talking with Praneshwari. How is our Madhusudan Maharaj doing there in Brazil with all the devotees? And then suddenly they popped up. And that's how we came for the prasadam. It says that Krishna fulfills the desires of his devotees. So luckily I had a devotee with me. So the desires were fulfilled right away. Quite instantaneously too. And then he's this, yes, Maharaj, you have a wondering face. What is it?
Right, I'm wondering.
What is the question?
Who is
anyway, the Praneshwari, of course. It's me and Praneshwari.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit slow. It's 11:50 in the night.
That's all right. Jet lag.
He's making jokes, Maharaj. Pay no attention.
Well, I was going to say, Praneshwar, please excuse my offense. It's not that I wasn't thinking you're not a devotee. I just hadn't. I thought there was somebody there physically, like sitting behind Paramanandru, who's going to pop up.
Yeah, Maharaj. Then we heard from Lila Moy, Anu Krishna, Nila Shakti, a description about how wonderful the festival is. And then again, they're saying, it's like if there's every word is a song and every step is a dance. And then I thought there's only one place like that I heard of. And not in that famous verse from Brahma Samhita, Jaya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha verse. And they said, Kathaganam, Natyam Gamanam. That's where it happens. Every word is a song and every step is a dance. And then earlier I said to Lila Moy, it feels like there are a few Vaikuntha airplanes parked outside and they're ready to take you because you did satisfy the Vaishnava. So Krishna is there, he's giving you everything else, he can take you right away. But before you board the airplanes, you go to Madhusudan Maharaj and ask if that is okay, if there is any seva required. And he says that there is some seva required. I'm not quite finished here in Brazil, I still need your assistance. Then you must stay and you tell Vishnu Dutsu, please forgive me. I really appreciate the offer, really honored, but my guru is saying you please stay here. So maybe next time when I'm getting his blessings.
Hare Krishna.
So it feels, and that kind of atmosphere, it feels like there is already a Vaikuntha descended. That's why everybody is feeling hum comfort. Especially valuable to hear from the newcomers, because that they're coming with open heart. There's no prejudice, nothing. And then they're getting extra mercy. And those drops of mercy melting the heart. And you can tell that, yes, the atmosphere is like that. So they're getting a glimpse of the spiritual world, the glimpse of Vaikuntha. And there will be more to come. But then Madhusudan Maharaj liked to ask, what did you learn? Actually, he means something different. It's not what did you learn, like learning in a university or a school. It's much deeper, on a much deeper level. It's more about what you actually feel deep in your heart, not learn. That's what really matters. And that's what he means every time he asks like that. Because the more you will proceed on that path, Krishna consciousness, the more you will understand that you know nothing. And in fact, knowing nothing is good, but you will feel a lot. And at some point, you will have to give up everything you know, everything you accumulated over so many lifetimes being in this world, being born in different places, different planets, different universes, different bodies, not just human bodies. All that accumulation have to be left. We were just talking, this morning we were reading about spiritual revolution. That's one of my favorite chapters, Srila Govinda Maharaj in Revealed Truth, where he says, it surprises me, and not just surprises me, now it surprises me permanently. I'm permanently surprised by what Krishna is saying. Give up absolutely everything. He overrules all the Vedic scriptures and say, just leave it all behind. It's not necessary. Come to me with the full heart. Surrender to me. Be my devotee. Be my beloved. Love me. I will love you back. How wonderful is that? But in the beginning stages, we have to learn a few things. How to proceed. That's why we have the association, the Vaishnava, the association, the sadhus, the saints. People have strong faith who can see the goal, they know in which direction we have to march. And good to stay in their company, because quite often we don't even know what is good for us, what is bad for us. Expressed by Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Supatha Vipatha Nahi Jani. Otherwise, without you, Vaishnava, I don't understand where to go, in which direction should I move. But in that company, you're quite safe. Srila Govinda Maharaj once said, once you boarded that train, he gave an example of train that day, stay on that train, stay in that company. It's a very good company. And sometimes you will feel, oh, you want to get out. You want to disembark, stay, remember, focus. And then the destination is wonderful and the train will take you there. Anyhow, Maharaj, happy to see. And on Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu, those places we're not going just to see people or just see it as a some kind of a memorial, which is also good, but we're going to celebrate the devotion. We're going to hear about those personalities, about their service, about their mood, their devotion. And there's so many places like that. And we don't even necessarily need to go physically. We can go by mind, just by remembering them, remembering their service, how dear they were to our guardians. And Bhuvan Mohan Prabhu is a wonderful, wonderful Vaishnava. And there's so many in Brazil, actually, who followed him later on. And I'm sure he will be meeting more and more. And of course, Srila Madhusudana Maharaj himself, he's the embodiment of that. Sorry, Maharaj, I have to say. I saw your face when they were saying and glorifying. I shall conclude here.
That ends the speech by Paramananda Prabhu.
That ends the speech, yes.
Oh, Maharaj, and excuse me to interrupt, but Leela Shakti, she has a message, 2 messages in the chat box. And she says, Gurudev has mentioned that Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj are the sweetest personalities he could ever wish to meet. And whenever he's talking, we can feel their sweetness flowing through him. He is their sweetness personified. And she mentions that devotees at the house are doing such a great job. I feel bad for not being able to do so much, actually doing nothing to help them. So happy they are taking care of Gurudev, Srila Madhusudana Maharaj. I'm really grateful for them. I'm really grateful to them. They are really inspiring, and I feel really blessed for having them as my brothers and sisters and family, including the new devotees that we have here, just behind you.
And I definitely appreciate that you're mentioning the other devotees, because it is all about the devotees, and we are a family together, and a family together to fulfill what is the necessity of our life. And that is actually, and you all know it, we all know it, to satisfy Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, to satisfy the great ambassadors that have come to this world. And just one thing, Leela Shakti Devidasi mentioning that I said that Gurudev and Guru Maharaj were the sweetest persons that she says that he could ever meet, but actually that anyone could ever meet, is my feeling. Everyone always wants to meet someone, but they're the sweetest persons that anyone could ever want to meet and ever meet. Really, that is the description. And of course, yes, me, myself, but for everyone. And I don't think anyone would disagree with me who met. Hare Krishna. And everyone who met them is touched in some way, we have to say. Whatever they did at any time, they've all got some treasure from their hearts, from their glance, from their presence, their association. Hare Krishna. And Suresh Krishna, we came here a week ago. We were with you in doing the retreats and doing the programs. Well, actually Saturday we'd already come to Riga, but the Airbnb, they've arranged an Airbnb here in Sao Paulo, and I was thinking of your retreat and the retreat that you really nicely arranged there in Latvia. And this house, it's got all kinds of corners, and I was thinking, wow, this is a great place. Suresh could have all the different activities going on in different places, and the main place being the Hari Katha place. But we're in one of the nooks and corners just now. We're in, I don't know what it is. It's a room, but it's odd because there's a plant, there are plants growing beside us, and there's an open ceiling. But it's an unusual house to find your way around. So it's got all these secret corners and rooms everywhere. And I was thinking, a place like this would be really good as a retreat. And it is up for sale. but they told me it's for $1 million. So just dream about that, the devotees say. But it would be a good ashram. It's a fact. Hare Krishna. Any question from anybody? Does anyone have a question? And by the way, to Madhava Prabhu on Facebook, and to Gaurangi Devidasi and to Mathura Vasini Devidasi, who I know who are there. There may be others there too. But to all of you, our obeisances, my obeisances, our obeisances, and appreciation to each of you. And to all who are seeing recorded too, who are making it through this far in the recording. We're happy to have you with us and to know that you're there. And some of you.
We have a question. We have a question from Anu Krishna.
Yes, actually not a question. I just wanted to say.
Oh, I was looking in the chat box. How did you know there's a question?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm right behind you.
Okay.
But I just wanted to say that Maharaj Gurudev is doing so much here. He never gets tired. He never sleeps. And we say, Gurudev, go to sleep. But he's always saying such inspiring things. And today he spoke to more than 50 people, more than that. And everyone was so touched, Gurudev. Everyone was so happy. They were all talking about it after you left. Oh, I want to know more. It was great, absolutely great. And I feel like we are, okay, I said the Brazilian devotees are a mess, but I feel like we've managed to do one thing that is bring Gurudev here. So it's great.
Excuse me.
I just wanted to say that Lila Shakti said that she's doing nothing, but she's great. She has been taking care of little Bella, Lila Shakti and little Bella. They are a great team, and they are here taking care also, and she's dealing with a lot of things, and she was a great help today all the time.
And Bella, she chants jais, and she's a good little girl. And the main thing, again, is coming down to the devotees have come together. And we really hope that we can give inspiration for the devotees to keep coming together later on, not to stop. When Gurudev would go somewhere, many devotees would come, and he would always want them to try to come together, have some ashram or to somebody's home, so that to keep the devotional journey continuing, because that's what is necessary, and that's what takes some energy, more energy than when we're all together. It's kind of a little easy to chant Hare Krishna and to only talk about Krishna. But in our homes, we really do have to try to keep that momentum continuing. So everybody encourage each other to do just that. And yes, please don't worry, Lila Shakti Didi, I wasn't pulling you up on misquoting me. I was just developing from what you said, because they are indeed the sweetest people that I could meet. But it was the expression, like everybody would be touched to meet Srila Gurudev and touched to meet Srila Guru Maharaj. And Narayani Nadia sending Dandavat pranams to everyone. Narayani Nadia, no doubt in the forest in California, deep in the forest in California. And Narottam, dear Maharaj, can I ask if you wish to speak about the glories of Purushottam month and what services to Krishna will please him the most? Only if you wish to. Oh, well, Narottam Prabhu, last week we were asked the same question. So we did address this last week or recently in one of the Zooms, very recently. And essentially, please refer to what Srila Guru Maharaj says about that month of Purushottam. And it is on the MAT website, scsmat.com. And very recent, I mean, it's one of the
the link is there in the chat, Maharaj.
the latest, oh, it is the latest.
He already saw it. He already saw it.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. Because there you'll get directly from Guru Maharaj the answer. And what service is most pleasing? Every service that we can do, especially if we can come to engage in Mahaprabhu's mission. It's Mahaprabhu who's the great wealth of this age, because he's distributing Radha and Krishna. So Nityananda distributing Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu distributing Radha and Krishna. So see what you can do to help with the devotees. I believe you're still in the Detroit area and you've got the Devotee Association. See what you can do to help the devotees to spread the holy name around. You can go to the Sankirtan leader and say, any service I can do. Whatever we can each do, that is a good thing to do. Govinda, Govinda. And is Sripad Dandi Maharaj with us still?
Yes, Maharaj is here, spotlighted.
Oh, spotlighted. Oh, so you are. You jumped onto my screen. Yes, Maharaj. And you are in India? No. Yes. Maharaj, please, a few words on what subject you like, but Sādhu-saṅga seems to be our theme for the day. And we can say that, okay, an older devotee comes by and then people come together, but we should always try to come together, with each other. We don't have to wait for a sannyasi or for an old devotee to come. And I mean, in much of our earlier life, we are with the very young devotees of a few months or a couple of years like this. But we are reading Guru Maharaj's books. We are engaged in the program and helping each other along with the program that Guru Maharaj gave. So association with each other, that importance. But Maharaj, I'm not going to steal your time or your words. So a few words from Sripad Dandi Maharaj to help us in our devotional life. Humbly asking. With your microphone, Maharaj. Yes.
To all the devotees, для Srila Bhakti Maharaj. Yeah, I can read some words from Srila Guru Maharaj. It's from Love and Search for the Lost Soul. We read yesterday. It's very inspiring words for the book of Srila Guru Maharaj. This is no intellectualism is required. Just as a child knows his mother, we can recognize our real home in the midst of so many cows. A cow will run to its own mother. They have some instinctive sense of natural guidance that directs them. In the same way, no travel, no investigation, no experiment or suspicion is necessary. Devotion to Krishna is automatic, natural, happy, and spontaneous. It is a spontaneous love, an automatic law, natural movement. Our real interest is love. Love is independent of everything. It is the innermost substance in our existence. Try to dive deep into reality. We are told. Dive deep into reality and you will find your own self in that divine will. You are a child of the soul. That is the message of Srimad Bhagavatam and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is not a very major conception and abstract or hazy dream. but that is the most intense and concrete reality. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated this by his character, by how intensely he searched for Sri Krishna, and by how intensely and deeply he engaged himself in the Lila of Krishna, ignoring so many facts which seem concrete in this outside world. Forgetting everything, despite everything which is so important to us, he neglected all other functions and considerations of duty. He engaged himself in Krishna Lila so deeply and intensely, diving deep into it. With this captured his whole heart so much that he was externally found to be it's a little sublime topic, but still so inspiring. Moving to our highest ideal, even by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srimad Bhagavatam, especially with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is teaching and Srimad Bhagavatam. Finally, it's possible completely becoming part of divine world of love and affection. That's much above this words of death and suffering. Much above. It's in the reality. So Guru Maharaj so inspiring, so inspire us to go directly to this our highest goal of life. So this inspired my from yesterday. Just to share some.
Maharaj, we've been editing the English dictionary, so we don't have the word coincidence in it anymore. We've removed it. And I can just say that that exact quote I was reading, not in public, but I was reading that exact quote, maybe yesterday or the day before, but within the last 2 days. And now you are bringing that out. And really, these things happen all the time, that we kind of get a focus on a particular thing. But everywhere, sweetness, sweetness, sweetness. This is Guru Maharaj, this is Gurudev, and so many examples. And this example, and that also struck me, and I've kind of forgotten that example about, I have thousands and thousands of cows, but the calf goes straight to his mother out of all those cows. And it is amazing. And we saw with Paramanandru in Natadwa, we saw like so many cows in the cow sheds and the calves going to their mothers, and the gopa, the cowherd man, calling the cows by name. And we're maybe a little doubtful or something when he says, oh no, they all have names and they call them. But so many cows, and then we're standing at the gate, and then one faraway cow asking, which cow do you want me to call? And then we got this one, the far over there. And then he calls whatever his name, whatever maybe Nandini, I don't know what the name was. And then that one cow comes up to the gate and comes to him. So, and cows are amazing. So I know that we're not meant to be focusing on the cow part, we're meant to be focusing on that natural tendency to recognize one's home and one's mother. But still, we saw more aspects of the name of the cows, by going there to Natadwa and seeing how they're treating the cows also. Hare Krishna, love and affection. All right. So dear devotees, I think this edition should be deleted from the record because it's not really back to basics and everything. But anyway, it's good. I am enthusiastic to be here, and it is just to be with devotees and to be with those who want to hear. And we were talking with the guests this evening, those who aren't already devotees, and we're just saying how it's good to be able to talk to people, but when there are people who want to hear, you get another feeling. And so there are good people who wanted to hear, and so we felt quite at home just to share what we know with them. And for the devotees who've already heard various things, then it's a time for us to remind ourselves why we should be chanting Hare Krishna and why we should be making our lives focus genuinely in the right direction, and not half-hearted devotees. But when we have come to recognize this, that's quite a big hurdle, because so many people kind of recognize it but don't really take seriously Krishna consciousness. And then when we've actually come to take it something seriously, as we all have here on the Zoom and the devotees here, then we should not just be half-hearted about it. We need to remind ourselves that why we've come, and there really is a great treasure hidden there in the jungle of religious life, if you like. And here we are, we've got our map, and we know where is that treasure chest. And so we should have that determination to say, yes, must keep reminding myself and go forwards. All right, so dear devotees, we're going to end our day. Well, actually, we've just begun a new day. We're 1 minute into the new day on this side of the world. And others who are also joining a new day. So we're at the end of the day. And also, you see, gives me some extra appreciation that practically every back to basics, the Brazilian devotees are here, and they are doing exactly this. They're coming at 11 o'clock at night, coming through until midnight and after midnight. So we're happy to share with them, to be on back to basics too, with you all. That's why we're coming together. If you're not here, we won't be on Zoom doing back to basics. So credit goes to you. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai, Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga ki jai. And jai to all of you good souls, Sripad Dandi Maharaj ki jai, Paramananda, continued somewhere ki jai. And to all of the good souls there, all of the good souls here, all of the devotees. Bancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya evacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So, okay, definitely time to go. So wishing you all a successful week. Good to see you, Marianne. And you've got your video on, to be with you. We're in your living room, I think. So we're happy to be with you there. And Seva Rupididi also keeping her camera on. We know that you're all there with us. And to each of you, of course, we appreciate very much on Facebook, on Zoom, and who are seeing us too, and with us on the recorded version. With best wishes, speak soon, see you soon, chant Hare Krishna, be happy. Jai Guru, Jai Guranga. Gandam. Ashchi, Shobai, we are all coming. We'll all see you soon. Oh, there's a chat in the chat box. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Beautiful. Okay, Dandavat, Dandavat. Thank you, Narottam Prabhu, Narottam Nitai Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Jai, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Oh, dear Maharaj, before you go, there was a question from Narottam Das Prabhu. He's in Detroit in the USA, and he was asking about the Purushottam a month. So I just shared with him the short article on our official website. But if you can speak a little bit about Purushottam month, we would appreciate, Maharaj.
Yes, it's a special month, 13 months in the lunar calendar. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Saraswati Thakur gave to all the devotees so much inspiration to increase spiritual practice in this month. It's amazing. Also Guru Maharaj explained it nicely. It's time to increase spiritual practice much more than other days. It's amazing. It's like Kartik Mass. And so in this year we have two special months. One is Purushottam and one is Kartik. It's the time to increase our spiritual practice. Harinam Sankirtan, Sādhu-saṅga, reading our scriptures, everything. It's amazing. And so many technical details are in Paribhaktivilas and other books, but essence is Sādhu-saṅga, Namakirtan, Bhagavat Shravan, Madhura Vātashi, Bhakti-rasa, is five main topics of spiritual life. Sādhu-saṅga, changing for the name, reading Bhagavatam and other preachers. Maybe parikrama around 40 places like here. We can do it. So, and worship and beaches. Increasing much other things.
Thank you so much. Those are very clear instructions. That's very important. Thank you so much.
All the chariots.
Dhanavad Maharaj. Jai Gurudev. Hare Krishna. Dhanavad.